Okay, so today we're going to be making a pillow cover. I'm trying to do a look for less type of thing. So first I purchased this pillow. It's down. I really love the quality of it. It's going to go on my bed, but I did not want to buy an expensive pillow cover. So I decided to make one with the help of my mom. So what we did was we went to Savers. If you're not familiar, Savers is very similar to like a Goodwill style thrift store, and they actually have fabric. I don't know that all thrift stores have fabric, but we checked ours out and it did. And we found this right here. The price tag is down there. It's actually $4.99 for this. It's really good quality. It's very, very soft. It is hard to find fabric stores a lot of times. So I was really excited to find this. So we measured the pillow, and by the way, don't go based on just what the measurements of the pillow say. We measured this pillow twice and it was actually slightly off what the measurement said, and I'm really glad that we double checked versus just going based on what the Amazon order said. So what we are doing is we are adding an inch to the width and the length of it. And then we are measuring, we are marking the measurements throughout. So we took a silver Sharpie and dotted throughout, just to double check. If you're just doing one measurement here and one measurement down there, it might not even out, but if you do multiple throughout, it kind of gives you a better idea of making sure that it's the right length. And then the other thing is to make sure you're laying the fabric down the right way. We learned this the hard way earlier. We had it up on an ottoman that has a little bit of a curve. In theory, it didn't seem like it would be a big deal, but to be honest, it can make enough of a difference. So I recommend just laying it down flat on the ground and again, dotting multiple measurements. So again, added an inch to both sides and then we'll double that. Then later, we're gonna add some piping and we'll show you that. Okay, so we cut the two strips. They're just these two panels. They're the same, but in order to make this pillow cover a little bit nicer, we're gonna add some piping to go around it. So what we're gonna do is cut strips. I'm literally taking this yardstick and we're just gonna cut strips all the way down, and then we'll sew that around the cording, and then after that we'll sew that inside the panels of the pillow. And I think it will help to elevate the look and make it look a lot nicer. So here you can see my mom is taking the piping fabric and she's wrapping it around the cording. She also wanted everyone to know that she used a zipper foot to sew this. It does make a difference depending on what you're sewing. My mom and I switched places and I want everything to look perfect and was obsessing over it. But my mom reminded me that the part I was sewing would be inside of the pillow and you honestly wouldn't even see it. Okay, so we just have the cording right here, or rather the piping. So the piping is the strips of fabric that we cut and then sewed those around the cording. And then what you're gonna wanna do is on the finished side of the fabric, so you can see this is the bottom, so this is unfinished. This is the top. You're going to pin your piping. I don't know if you can see that, but you're gonna pin your piping onto the finished side. So once again, don't do it on the other side. So if this kind of helps you to see it. And then you have two options after you've done this. One is you can do it on the sewing machine. The other option is you can hand sew the piping onto this piece of fabric. And then once this is done and sewn on, you will then take your other piece of fabric and inside out, you will finish it off. And then you'll just flip it inside out. It's really cool though, because the this part down here will be covered up, so you're not gonna see all of that. But anyway, it should have a really nice edge when it's completed. And I'm gonna try to flip that over. It's kind of hard to tell, but in theory, that sort of shows you what it will look like, which is a finished edge of piping that goes all the way around it. Okay, so now we have the two pieces of fabric. This is the opening on the side, but they're pinned together and you can see it goes all the way down. But this time you pin it inside out. So the finished side of the fabric is in here. And then if you look right here, you can see that the piping was sewn. So what's cool is once we get this sewn right here, then we're gonna flip it right side out and you'll have this cool piping that goes all the way around. That kind of gives you an idea of what it's gonna look like. This is the finished product. Now just know that this pillow was in my suitcase for over 48 hours. It was a long couple days of traveling home. So it will hopefully get in better shape, you know, as it sort of like sits out. But I absolutely love it. I think it turned out so good. And once again, you can see this look. It just really elevates it. It's super soft. I wish you could see the real darker chocolate color. It's not showing up as great on my phone, but that is the look and I love it. And by the way, for those that are wondering what to do with that little bit of opening that's left, you can always just hand stitch any openings that you have after you put the pillow in. I spent $4.99 on this fabric as a reminder. We already had the cording, so you could buy it by the yard. You don't need a ton of it, but I think it was pretty worth it. I love how it turned out.